Hello and welcome to Mandev's Golf. We're going to talk about the most important factor in this game today, the contact position. The main part of this game is understanding how the golf club or the golf face makes contact with the golf ball. Now you need to understand that the club face is connected to the shaft and the shaft is connected to the grip. And your body part that controls or that holds the grip is your hand. So you need to understand how your hands work. Anytime you hit a golf ball, it doesn't really matter if your hips are somewhere else, if your shoulders are somewhere else, or if your chest is somewhere else. If you have trained hands, you'll be fine. At the end of the day, there are no two golf swings that look the same, and there is no right way to swing it, or there ain't a wrong one. You need to figure out what works best for you. And at the end of the day, if you can hit the ball better with a swing that does not look good, you're fine. But if you have a really good looking golf swing, but at contact your club face is pointing somewhere else, it's not going to work out for you. So we'll start with that. Now that being said, in this game, first of all, this is not a natural game at all, where you're running around or where you're throwing a ball or where you're moving a lot. This is a game where you're static at one place and you have to make sure that every time you hit the golf shot, the middle of the club catches the golf ball. Yes, if you've been playing golf, the golf clubs are all manufactured different. They all have different angles. They all have different length. They all have different weight. Eventually, you will be a better player if you understand how different golf swings have to be put to hit different clubs. But your first lesson, or the most important thing to understand, is how the hands function through the golf swing. Now, that being said, you can grip the club however you want, right? And if you just move your hands, you should be able to hit a few shots just like that. Forget about the golf swing, forget about the posture, forget about the setup and everything. If you just put a golf ball down and if you just move your hands back and through, so there's no body, there's no arms, there's no shoulder, nothing. And if you hit a shot, you can do that. Now, the next thing that supports your hands is what? Your arms. So the next golf swing you want to create, if you want to create more motion, all you want to do is kick your arms in. The hands do the same thing. The arm starts to kick in. And if you hit a shot with that, the ball goes a little further. The next step is to understand what controls your arms. Your arms are being controlled by your shoulders. So if you want to take a bigger swing, you start kicking in your shoulders. So you still do what your hands do, which is go back and through. Kick your arms in, that elongates your golf swing. And then eventually, if you want to take a bigger swing, start rotating your shoulders. There. And then you hit a shot like that. Right? And the ball goes further. Now, the last aspect is the lower body. Now, obviously, the lower body also has a very important function to play. But first, once we get to that, we need to train our hands and arms, which we just did. Now, for the last part of the swing, all you need to do is once you've activated your hands, once you've activated your arms, and then the shoulders, all you need to do is turn your right hip towards the target. And that becomes your golf swing. Now, if I add all these three factors, which is hands, arms, shoulders, and start opening my hip, that becomes my golf swing. And if I hit a shot like that, that's what the result is. Again, at the end of the day, if you have a great golf swing, but your hands are not able to control the club face, it's not going to work. But on the other hand, if your swing is all over the place, but at contact your club face is being delivered correctly by the hands at the ball, you'll be fine.